Would I be in the wrong if I said I had a problem with my fiancée adding a ring enhancer to the engagement ring I just gave her? I'm not sure how I should feel here. Last week I celebrated my 2-year anniversary with my then GF, really went all out to make it an amazing weekend getaway, finishing it all off with a surprise proposal at the very end. I got her a beautiful ring, simple classic style with smaller diamonds running down on the face of the band with a 1-count diamond sitting on top. It also came as a set with a matching wedding band that really makes the whole thing look amazing. I basically worked 2 full-time jobs for months to be able to save up and buy this for her along with the rest of the weekend plans. The proposal went great, she was completely surprised. I even had a photographer lined up to be there inconspicuously to capture the moment without her noticing. All week long after, she said how much everyone is telling her they love the ring, giving me kudos on the selection, etc. I didn't have much to go off for figuring her style out because she's not huge on wearing jewelry, which gave me some anxiety regarding that, so hearing that made me feel a lot better. The ring size was a tad bit big, so we had planned for her to get it resized sometime this next coming up week. Fast forward to today, she goes to church with her mom and is spending time with some of her family after. While at her mom's house, suddenly she texts me saying she might not need to have her ring resized after all now because her mom just gave her a nice ring holder to keep it in place, sends me a picture of this ring guard/enhancer that, admittedly, is very nice, but it almost swallows up her whole ring finger and completely changes the entire appearance of the ring I just gave her. I told her I don't think that is going to work after we add the wedding band to the ring, to which she replied she thinks can be split further apart to make that space. She then tells me if I don't like it she didn't have to wear it, but in the same text says she really loves it and mentions this ring holder her mom is giving her is $3,000, so it was a very nice gift. Well, not that the monetary value is what matters here, but I spent just shy of 10 grand on her engagement ring/wedding band and diamond set. So I'm a little offended that she even feels the need to add the enhancer to it, which I'm still not positive will accommodate the wedding band after that is added after the wedding. I just don't like the fact that a wedding/engagement ring is meant to be for me and she wants to add more to it from someone else, even if it is her mom. To me, the enhancer is so big completely hides the ring itself. Am I the jerk for feeling like this? Should I pretend it doesn't bother me, hope I'll get used to it, or that she'll decide on her own to stop wearing it? I'm worried she will take it the wrong way if I tried to object to it, so hoping for some guidance on how to best approach it if my feelings are valid. Edit for context, pictures of the engagement ring, the ring with the matching band that came with it, and the ring enhancer her mom gave her. https://imgur.com/a/geo. Edit to update. First, I would like to thank each and every one of you that took your time to share your perspective on this issue with me. I really wanted to make sure I fully considered all the possible viewpoints on this before bringing it back up and telling her how I feel, and I did. We have a really great relationship, hence why I asked her to marry me, and while she didn't necessarily view the issue the same way I do, she cares enough about how I feel to respect my feelings and not wear her mother's ring holder on our engagement ring. She even offered to give it back to her, which I objected to. We can find another purpose for that later on. I like the idea someone gave on here of putting a ring with her mother's and her birthstone together. On the other hand, if she really wants to have a commencement piece of jewelry from her, next, she does love the ring I got her and does not want to exchange it for something else. I made it clear that would not hurt my feelings in the slightest if that's what she wanted to do. Obviously, I knew getting the ring without her knowledge or stylistic input first was a risk, and I was more than willing to replace it with something else after the fact if she did not love it. My main thing going into the anniversary weekend was wanting the proposal to be a complete surprise. And it was. It made for an amazing emotional photo to remember the moment forever, and I would not trade that for anything. Also, because of the lack of context on my part, I did have a 3,000 character limit to start. A lot of you have misinterpreted the gift from her mom as an intentional act of meddling/malice, and I'd just like to clarify that is absolutely not the case here. I'm lucky to have such a kind-hearted person as her for my mill. For context, there is a big language and culture barrier there. She is from an entirely different world, culturally, only having moved to this country after marrying my fiancé's dad. The ring guard was already a piece of jewelry in her collection. She did not buy it for her, it was only offered as a gift to be nice and help with the keeping the ring in place. But my fiancé now understands how I feel about it, and we will be taking the engagement ring to have it sized properly later this week. Thank you again to everyone for taking the time to help me figure this out. I appreciate you all.